Latin 2, this is chapter 46, the rainy day. The things to watch out for here are the accusative plus infinitive indirect statements, as well as your tenses as usual. I'll try to remain as faithful to them as I can. And afterwards, hopefully I'll have some exercises for you to do, just if you want to do the extra review, and then just send it to me, email, through Google Docs, and I will make sure to give you the feedback that you deserve. So, here we go, page 199, chapter 46. "Alas," muttered Marcus. "Why alas?" asked Sextus. "It always rains," responded Marcus. "I was having in mind to go down today to the Campus Martius and to go to the exercise yard, but Father ordered us to remain at home. I think that Father is cruel." That is your first accusative plus infinitive indirect statement. At that very moment, Euclides, having entered, asked the boys why they were so sad. "We were wanting to go into the exercise yard," says Marcus, "but Father forbade it." I like the word forbade. "To whom, Euclides?" Now, it could be to whom, because he's responding to Marcus, or it could be to which. That would also work, because he's responding to the statement. But to whom Euclides says, "Cheer up," or "be of good cheer, be of good mind. I will teach to y'all to play bandits. I think that this game is the best." For almost 2 hours thus they were playing. Finally, Sextus shouted out, "This game does not delight me," or no longer delights me, actually. I think this game is the worst. I think that this game is the worst. Come on, Marcus. Do you not wish to play odds and evens? Or flashy fingers? You could also call that Mora, if you wanted. Immediately, they both began to shout. At the same time as Marcus said 5, at the same time Sextus said 9. Then Marcus said 8, and Sextus said 6. "Shut up, boys," interrupted Euclides. "Do not bother your mother and Cornelia with y'all's shouting. I think that y'all are the most annoying today." But the boys were not giving obedience to him. Now, I say that specifically because there's a dative there, and I want to highlight the fact that parere takes the dative case. You could just say they were not obeying him, but the AE there lets us know that this is a special verb. And so Cornelia, with the shouting having been heard, having entered into the atrium, asked what they were doing. Now, remember, an atrium is an open-air front room, but only some of it is not roofed, okay? And so the rain's coming down right there, but they're probably under the roof. Probably sounds kind of cool. "Do not bother us," said Sextus. "Go away. But why do you have a doll in your hands? Surely you don't play with dolls." And you use num when you expect the answer to be a no. So it's like, surely you don't do this. Right? "You are stupid, Sextus. The doll is not mine. Surely you don't believe that I play with dolls." That's actually an accusative plus infinitive indirect statement. Let's see. "I will give this doll as a gift to the daughter of Daus, which I made myself." Now, you could use "which I made myself" right after the doll. So, "I will give this doll, which I made myself, to the daughter of Daus as a gift." Today is the birthday of her. It's the day of birth of her. It's kind of fun. Suddenly, Sextus, with the doll having been snatched, fled into the peristyle. With this having been seen, Euclides shouted to Sextus, "Do not harm the doll. Immediately bring it back to her." Immediately bring her back. Her being the doll, because pupa is feminine. At that very moment, Cornelius entered. When he had heard what Sextus had done, he shouted, "Sextus." Now, what's cool with that sentence, by the way, is that cum audiviset, cum clause, and it sets up an indirect question, which is also subjunctive as well. So you can stack them. "Sextus," he shouted, "come here." The boy, now afraid, having returned into the atrium, gave the doll back to Cornelia. Then Cornelius led Sextus with himself out of the atrium. With this having been done, Marcus asked, "What will Father do? What will happen to Sextus?" To which Cornelia says, "I think that the Father has in mind to beat Sextus." Now, I don't like that construction there. I think habere should go at the end, and and in animo habere should go at the end. That way it would be puto patrem sextum verberare in animo habere. But you get the idea across either way. Anyway, so that's chapter 46's translation. Again, I strongly recommend chapter 46, exercise 46b, and also 46c, because 46c forces you to choose things. If you want a little extra practice, 46d is really good. All of these exercises worked really well. So when I talk to you next, it will be about chapter 47, more accusative plus infinitive indirect statements, and you'll see it used with different tenses. So review those lessons, get out your red pen, cross stuff out, and play along. All right, I'm going to hit the button now.